So that's a shorter but same, similar thing. So guess what?
You know, be funny.
We wrote one for the listing agent.
But you know, it'd be funny is Joel Osteen actually started every church service reading the Marine
one
with the rifle.
Just make them pay attention.
That would be exactly. They'd be like, "What?"
Definitely. Okay, so hopefully you guys are getting the point. You need to be prepared. You need to have your mind straight before you go in and make sure that you're going to be of service to the person you're in front of. So we helped you out with this. And you guys can get this from the book. You can modify it. You can personalize it. Make it your own.
So again, the point of this is to read this. This becomes your pre-listing mantra. Read it in your car. Read it before you get out of your car. Get your headspace right. So then when you walk into that house with that seller, you're very clearly focused. And I'm assuming that most of you are going to follow the listing presentation that we created that works in all price ranges and all market conditions and every, continued facet of this changing market. The listing presentation that we teach you guys as part of Premier Coaching, which obviously is part of the whole listing process, which is part of our pre-listing process, part of all the things we teach you. That is the core focus of Premier Coaching. So if you don't have a listing process, a listing presentation, if you're not organized, if you're not practiced in knowing, it'd be like the Marine not knowing how to load his gun. So unless you actually have the tools necessary to win the listing, the greatest mantra in the world is not going to it's not going to help you achieve that goal, because you're going to not have earned the right to be that seller's listing agent because of the fact you did not take the time to learn the skills to be that seller's listing agent.
That's exactly right. So that's what we can help you with. This is right out of the Harris Rules book, but also in the coaching program, as well as we dedicated a podcast to the concept of don't go if you don't know. That's a skills-based pre-listing routine where you know what the seller has in mind for price, you know what their motivation is, you know what their time frame is, if they're buying or selling or both, if they're talking to other agents. So there is more to this, but I wanted to go over this because we hadn't talked about it on a podcast yet.